Sometimes God gives you a front row seat to watch someone grow into greatness. Today's guest isn't just one of the top high school wide receivers in the nation. He isn't just one of the most sought after young athletes in America either. He's not just rankings and highlight reels. He's a well-rounded young man. Aaron Gregory is like a nephew to me. It's so inspiring to watch him grow from a young kid who loved the game into a young man carrying the weight and dreams of a community. The amazing part is that he's shown the grace to stay grounded through it all. And that's what this episode is about. It's not just about football, but character, preparation, values, the quiet discipline behind the viral plays, the son, the student, and the mentor to younger kids who now look at him like a hero. In a world obsessed with fame, clicks, and stars, Aaron reminds us that true greatness starts long before the spotlight. It's how you treat people. It's how you carry yourself when no one's watching. So yeah, we'll talk about football. But more than that, I want to show you who this young king really is, beyond the rankings. I'm attorney Keith Johnson, and welcome into the Lawyers Lounge. All right, well, I got a special guest this morning in the Lawyers Lounge, Aaron Gregory, All-American, just a wonderful young man that I've gotten a chance to know. And before we kind of get into everything, I'm going to introduce him to the audience. Aaron is a top-ranked high school wide receiver from the state of Georgia, plays at Douglas County High School, originally from Augusta, Georgia. So we're going to always claim him as one of ours, as one of our local stars. He's a 4-star wide receiver, rated top 10 in the U.S. at his position. He's played in numerous all-star games to include the Army All-Star Game, the Adidas, and the Polynesian Bowl. He has over 50 scholarship offers. We're going to talk about that because that is hard to do. Yeah. A boy like me was happy for one. All right, well, he has 52. He's a top 100 player nationally in America. Actually just got finished being with Cam Newton, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So we're going to talk about that experience. But most importantly, and I got to make sure that I get this in, for Mom, for Nana, who I met on the visit, he has a 3.8 weighted GPA. He's dual enrolled in West Georgia University. So he is an excellent student as well. Maybe even a future attorney. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I'd like to introduce to the Lawyers Lounge, Aaron Gregory. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How
good.
About you?
Yeah, good, man. Thanks for coming in. I know a lot of people have heard about you, and let's just kind of start like where we are right now with a snapshot going into your senior year, man.
Yeah.
Tell me kind of what the last few months have been like for you.
For me, it's really been like just working and trying to get myself prepared because like right now I'm looking at December because I leave in December. Of course, I'm paying attention to the season, but like going into college, not like having like, oh, he need to put all this weight on or he need to be this, he need to be that. Just already being prepared to get there. So that's really a big thing I'm looking at and working on this summer.
All right. So this is a transition time, right? Definitely. So we go from the junior prom to getting ready for 7-on-7 season. And then now we're in the summer. You actually just, I guess, reaffirm your commitment to Texas A&M University. Tell us about your official visit and really just what that few days was like to make you want to shut down your recruiting process.
For me, A&M has always been consistent, like with the recruitment and just loving and the feeling of home. Like it's never changed. Like some places have, one time you go down there, you feel it. Next time you don't. You go back, you feel it. Next time you don't. Like A&M has always been the same. So I feel like with me, consistency is like the best thing. So that, and then Coach Wiggins, Coach Elko, and Coach Troop, what they're putting together, and Coach Klein is like, you can't ask for much more. Like it's all there. And what Wiggins has done with receivers is crazy. So
tell us about Coach Wiggins for those who are not familiar with him. So he was the wide receiver coach at the University of Alabama during the great Saban teams. I mean, one time the wide receiver room included Jerry Judy, Henry Ruggs,
Oh,
Waddle,
something crazy.
a few other guys, right?
Exactly.
So tell me kind of what the relationship with the position coach
hmm
means during the recruiting process.
I feel like with me, with the receiver coach, it means a lot because if I'm gonna be, hey coach, how can I do this? How can I do that? I need you to be able to tell me like, okay, this is what you can do better on. This how everything is gonna go smoother. Like just being there as a person and a coach in a way. So
Yeah,
with him, it's like I can go in there and talk about like my girlfriend or something like that if I needed to. Just something
yeah,
like
yeah.
some real life, or even
It's
if
a
it's
real
just ball.
mentor.
Definitely,
Yeah.
if it's ball, just coach. How I need to line up on this play. Can I do this? Can I do that? So I feel like
Yeah.
Coach Wig is definitely that guy.
Yeah, we had a chance to actually go to the official visit with the Gregory family and Prickton family, and definitely had a great time. I took BK; he was
Yeah.
over the moon. My 10-year-old son. I mean, he's walking around the house doing this all day,
The giggle.
every picture for
hmm
the past week. So that was a great experience, and we'll talk more about the recruiting process. But let's rewind a little bit. All right.
hmm
Tell us a little bit about what got you into youth sports at a young age, and like
Yeah.
how old were you when you started realizing that hey, I might be pretty good at this.
So I feel like what got me into it was I used to play t-ball actually. I think this was around like 5, 6 years
Okay.
old maybe. So I
Yeah.
played t-ball and my mom actually wanted me to play soccer, but my dad didn't. Brandon, he was like, "Nah, we gonna try football." So then I started with flag football. I loved it. I fell in love with it. So then I started actual football, and then I started playing, and then it was like, okay, like I love it. Like why
Yeah.
not keep going? So then around like I say like 8 to 10 years. That's me.
Yeah.
Like that's really where I was like, yeah, I kind of want to actually do this. Like I
Yeah.
would sit watch like all the NFL receivers and like running backs. I used to be a running back.
Was that your first position?
It
Running back.
was, it was.
Okay.
So I sit
Tote
there
that
and watch
rock.
it and be like, dang, I kind of want to do this. So that's when that came. So for me, like when when people ask me, they'd be like, when did you like think you actually want to do this? I know a lot of people get like to middle school and it's like, okay, I can actually do it. For me, it was just always like,
It was always there.
exactly,
You
like
had it inside of you. So
exactly.
nobody had to like make you get
Make
up.
me want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was always like, I get to go to football practice day. Like, I'm excited to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's how you know that it's a gift that you were born with, but also you had the passion
Mm,
to work hard and to get better every day. You've been trying to get better.
definitely.
Um, tell me about your support system.
hmm So I got a mom, dad,
Shout out,
two
Rhonda.
sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
One little sister and an older sister. She's in college right
What are their
now.
names?
Trinity and Savannah.
All right.
So they keep me on my toes, running around
They
and
do. They keep you
everything.
humble. So Trinity is your older sister.
She is.
She's in college.
She is.
And Savannah is baby girl. Was she
hmm
7?
7, exactly.
Oh yeah. So you got it at both ends.
Exactly.
You got 3 mamas.
Man, tell me about it.
Okay. All right. And let's talk about Brandon.
Yeah, so my dad, Brandon, he handles everything. Like he does whatever is best for me and tries to like just make everything run smooth. He's definitely that guy that's gonna be like, okay, what's the best outcome for just it to run smooth, or like you're not gonna shorthand us because you think is you think you're going to like nah
Yeah.
he gonna he sell cars, so you ever need one, Jim Hudson Lexus,
Jim Hudson Lexus.
yeah.
I like that, man. So I'm sure that you've learned a lot about just being a young man by watching his example and,
hmm
you know, seeing kind of how he handles things. And that's important, having
Definitely.
that role model.
Definitely is.
Yeah. So another person that I want to shout out that I know feels like family to you is Ray, our
Yeah,
good friend
Ray.
Raymond Weber,
hmm
former NFL player, college All-American. He's a trainer here in
He is.
Augusta locally, and you worked with him since you were what
I
7
was
years
like,
old?
yes, real young. Ray's like an
Wow.
uncle to me.
Yeah.
And been working with him since I was 7. I remember the days like I come in there sometimes not not want to work out because like everybody had them days. He told me to go
Absolutely.
sit by my mom until I'm ready or something like that. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
definitely been there pushing me since. And I feel like
hmm
he's one of those people that's why I'm here today, like able to do what I do now.
Yeah, and I know that the people who can remember the 7, 8 year old kid are so proud of you now at 17, right?
Definitely.
And having the opportunities that you have to travel over the country and play the game of football.
Facts.
But you're not just a football player,
At all.
right? You've got a great GPA and you're already taking college courses. So tell us about the role of school and academics and maybe some of your interests outside of football.
So at school, like I feel like in elementary school was smooth. Middle school, I love middle school because actually when I started going to Augusta Christian, I met a lot of my friends. I had a lot of close friends that I'm still close with today, like Noah Lichtenberg, their family. I'm really close with them, and then I met a lot more people. So the transition from that and school, I feel like there I learned a lot, and then it also just carried to high school. Eventually, I transferred to Douglas County. School was never really hard for me, so it was kind of all just went smooth, and that's why I feel like football was such like able to be a big platform for me because it was like the school side is automatically handled because
Yeah.
it's not hard. I'm not struggling with it.
Yeah.
So then that's how that came. And then with me, like I'm still a little stuck. Like I think I either want to do a type of law or like exercise science. But
Yeah.
with law, it's like so many different
It's
paths
so
you can
much. It's a
take. So
grind. Yeah.
that's why I'm like,
But you
okay,
can do it.
which one would I? Law, I can go into law. I can like how you do justice or whatever. That do that. I just know it's the business side of law. Like it's a lot. So
It is. It is. So, you know, you're going to get that education in those
Yeah.
3 years because you're going to go early. You're going to take summer classes.
definitely.
And then, you know, law school can be there once you have retired from the
Exactly.
league, right? But in the event that that doesn't happen, you know, we'll always be here to help you with that. But the main thing that I want to impress upon our listeners and the viewers is that Aaron is a complete young man from the standpoint of taking academics seriously. That is the key because I feel like a lot of kids, you know, they all have aspirations of having the offer list that you have and possibly being a player on Sundays one day. But if that doesn't happen, can you take the skills that you've learned on the football field and transition that to the second part of your
Classroom or
life?
something. Definitely, and that's like one of the biggest things is like being able to have a plan B if plan A don't work.
Absolutely.
And a lot of kids now think it's just, oh, football gonna take me, but you can't just have football. Like the coaches that be like, oh, you gotta have your grades. It's real. Like
It's
you
real.
definitely have to have
It's
your grades
real.
because you can't even get to a college,
You have to
even off
qualify.
scholarship, if you don't got the right grades. And
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people like go down because it's like phenomenal football player, crazy good, but you don't got the classroom side, so
Yeah.
it don't even out how it's supposed to.
So it's a balance. Before we get into the recruiting world, let's talk about your uncle. You have
yeah.
somebody who played in the NBA.
NBA.
Tell us about your uncle, Will Avery.
So Will Avery is my uncle. So him being there, another big like part. Like he's been through it all. So my mom, his sister, has seen like okay, the good sides, bad sides, the best thing that's possible, like things that can happen. So him being there and her like kind of seeing it helps me a
Yeah.
lot because it's kind of like I'm going through it. Also like how he did in a way. And
Yeah.
then him being at Duke, he's around some of the best people. He was around Coach K and just in the basketball world. Like
Absolutely.
Duke is one of the greatest basketball schools to be on earth. So it's like
Yeah.
he sees it
Behind
every day.
Michigan State. But go ahead.
He sees it. He sees it every day. So him coming
Yeah.
back and just sometimes telling me about it is really nice.
Yeah, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, you can check out YouTube. But Will was on some phenomenal Duke teams with Elton Brand and Trajan Langdon, coached by Coach K. Obviously, he was a point guard right here from Augusta.
Yeah.
I think he went to Westside High School. He's probably about 5 or 6 years older than me, but I remember hearing his name growing up. And then he was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves and played at the highest level, which, I mean, it's hard to get into the NFL.
Definitely.
It's even harder to get into the NBA.
Facts.
So definitely, I'm sure that experience has helped your parents, your mom navigate this process?
Definitely.
Because during the recruiting process, right, like they tell you what you want to hear a lot of times,
Always.
right? Like
Facts.
they are they are dating you, for
Facts.
lack of a better term, right?
And I feel like my parents do such a good job with like seeing through it. Like
Yeah.
they can tell when somebody's just lying. Like it's crazy, but
Yeah.
they can.
Yeah. So let's kind of transition into recruiting.
Yeah.
So when was the first time that you believed that, oh, I might be good enough to play in college?
Oof.
And around
First time. I think
what age do you think you were?
I think it was like so 7th grade. I used to play JV football actually.
You
So
played JV in 7th grade.
exactly. So like really all my middle school years. Of course I was playing middle school, but I did play JV games. So I feel like in there it was like okay, I'm kind of seeing like
You can play
bro,
with
I
the
can
older boys.
exactly. I
Yeah.
can stick with them. So then I get I think it was 8th grade. I get the varsity. I'm like, okay, I see what they're talking about. Like the pace is different. I remember like the one game I was at Augusta Christian.
Yeah.
I actually played against Richmond, and
Okay.
that was the first year they played. And I actually got a kick return. And like, okay, in middle school everything is much slower. I say, or JV is much slower. But being in high school, like everything closed so fast. So I'm
closed so
seeing the
fast.
hole and it closes so fast.
It ain't no hole no more.
Exactly. But I feel like that was one of those games.
Okay.
Like, okay, I
And
got to
you thought
really
you could do it, right?
definitely.
So a lot of times that transition is hard. I remember the transition from middle school into high school. I was on the B team, so that was like the 9th grade team with all my boys. But definitely once you get to the varsity level, it's
Different.
like people always talk about the speed of the game. At every level that you go up, the speed of the game gets quicker and quicker.
Facts.
Shador Sanders is talking about the speed of the game at the pro level now, right? Coming from college to OTAs and minicamp. So tell us, when was the first time that you were contacted by a college coach? And do you remember what college it was?
Yes. So my first time was in 8th grade. Actually, it was like that summer going to my 9th grade year.
Okay.
And Kentucky actually called me, and it was actually a DB offer. So I
DB.
played safety also.
Yeah.
So yeah. So they wanted me at I think it was safety corner-ish. So talked to the coach, and he offered me actually for DB. So I went down there, camped, and everything was well.
What was that feel? Let's pause right there. All right, Aaron. So, like, we going from just a few years ago, he was playing on the JV.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And then you have a conversation with a college coach, a SEC coach,
Definitely.
about playing on the college level. And you haven't even played in high school yet, right?
Yes.
Tell me, would you describe that as you were excited and disbelief, or like, tell me what that was like? And who'd you tell first?
I was definitely excited. Parents, yeah, I told first fans, of course, and I was definitely excited because it was like that's crazy, and like that was around the time I was going to like the rivals camps and everything, so that piggybacked off of just the potential that I already had, and the potential that he seen was just like I could really do this. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
here. The platform is here. Just go make it happen. So
It'll
yeah,
make it happen. Yeah. So the rivals camp. So that's where high school prospects can go and do a series of drills.
like a gauntlet kind of, yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then based on their results, they're invited back for a second day.
Exactly.
And you want to get to the second day.
You definitely want to get to the second
And I
day.
believe the earliest that you can do it is like that 8th grade going into 9th grade summer.
I think that is the earliest.
So you competed at the earliest time that you
did.
could, and you did well. I think you ran like what, like a 4.4?
4.46, 4.48, I think one of those.
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty good, right?
It's
That's
gotta
excellent.
be.
That's excellent. Yeah. All right. And so you actually had hit a growth spurt kind of early. So
Did.
at that point in time, you were already over 6 foot.
No, so I think I hit 6 foot like 9th grade spring, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
9th grade spring.
All right.
So I was probably like, I don't even remember how tall I was.
He probably
but-
like my height. He trying to be
but
nice.
I was probably around like 5'7", 5'8", maybe.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
something
All
like
right.
that. So then that's when after that ninth grade spring, that's when I hit 6 foot. So that's when a lot more schools started like contacting me
Yeah.
because I'm growing now.
Yeah.
So I'm 6 foot 1 and a 4'4", and I'm playing both ways. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
who's this dude?
Yeah.
So then I played that season at Augusta Christian. And I picked up a few more offers. That's when I eventually transferred out, and then Douglas County just
Yeah.
wrote the rest of the AG way.
Yeah. So as you're playing and you're getting these offers, did you ever encounter any negativity, whether it's from opponents that you are playing against, or like maybe even some people that you know that because it's not the norm to get noticed that early in the
Definitely.
process.
I feel like for me, a lot of it was just like I say with moving. Like I said, I had maybe 14 offers before I moved. So a lot of it was like, oh, he's playing in this little league. He not gonna do this, da da da.
Yeah.
Until I actually moved, and it's like,
Yeah.
what can you say now?
Yeah.
Like,
You
and with
doing
me,
it.
I took it as like motivation. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna show you though. Like, you ain't hurt my feelings by telling me that, because I know I can compete with them. I can compete with the highest of the highest. Like,
Yeah.
they say it's a small percentage of people that's D1, but like in Georgia in like the 6A, it's so many. It's like for us, it's like, oh, bro, he going to like Michigan, he going to Texas, he going to like it's
big time
common,
football.
exactly.
It's big time football.
But if you go to like a different state or something like that, it's like not as common because
Yeah.
they ain't got it like how Georgia has it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen lists where Georgia is on par with Florida, California, Texas.
Exactly.
It's the best high school football in the country. So that's always something to be proud of. And so you went from Augusta Christian, which is a private school here in Augusta. Your family moved, and you are now at Douglas County.
Yes.
How do you break into a locker room that you don't know anybody? You this kid that's coming from a private school, and you have to first earn your keep among your peers, because as we know, in the locker room, you want respect, right? It's nothing more important than having the respect of your peers and the people that you actually play with, because we always say, like, the players know. You can't fool
Facts.
the players, right? So how did you approach going into a new environment coming from a small private school?
I feel like for me, it wasn't bad. Like the players that's now gone, like Deuce, Jacob, BP, like those type of players, Big Corey, like those seniors and juniors were very welcoming to me. They weren't like
Standoffish.
yeah, exactly. So they were more welcoming as like a little brother. Like, of course, we in practice, they gonna hit, like, of course,
You
'cause
competing.
exactly.
Yeah.
But off the field things, just being a brother, like they helped me a lot. So with me, it wasn't like a, oh my God, like it wasn't like a, how can I say, like animosity towards me. It was more like a, bro, you got the potential to go this there. So with them doing that,
Yeah.
it just made it even
It kinda
better.
helped you.
It definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's awesome, man. So I know people want to know what it's like being recruited at a high level, so I'm gonna ask you just a few questions. All right. So, what's the most memorable or craziest recruiting story that you have? You don't have to necessarily list names and things like that, but like, what's the craziest thing that a coach has said to you?
Ooh, what's the craziest thing a coach has said to me? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've really like got a crazy like coach that said anything, but like a lot of schools, like they want you to be like, you get off, they like, oh yeah, you need to commit now, like stuff
now.
like that.
Yeah.
Like at a
Yeah.
younger age, like say I'm 10th grade, so I'm getting this offer, I'm like shell shocked by it. So it's like that on top of, no, you come on now. Like it's like it's hard
pressure.
sometimes. Pressure, exactly. Like it would be hard for a 14-year-old getting like a O state or something, and like them telling them to commit. Like, bro, it's kind of like, dang, like why not in a way?
Yeah.
So that pressure is probably like the biggest thing. Like that's probably one of the biggest things.
And so, did you feel any in-state pressure to commit to Georgia?
I wouldn't say in-state pressure, but like a lot of the people down here, of course, they love Georgia because
I mean,
it's Georgia. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it was pressure, but it was like a lot of people that's like, oh, you should go to the G. Like, so why not? Like, stay home. So
Yeah.
but I wouldn't give it pressure.
How many offers are we sitting at now?
53. Yes.
53.
Yes.
53. And you can only go to one place, right?
Exactly.
At a certain point in time, does it ever get old getting athletic scholarship offer?
I wouldn't say old, but like I know now is like it's not many I can get. Like it's not because I go to a lot.
You got no all.
It's like it's
Yeah.
not many I could get. So like getting it really now is just like the relationships I'm building with coaches. Like I'm at A&M, but like who's to say Tennessee coach don't come to A&M? Like just having that relationship is just different. Like and even down the hill, down like in my life, like I can go to the league and Coach Wiggins may be at like Texas one day or something like that, and like, bro, come, why wouldn't I? Like, bro, just coached me in college, and I'm here where I'm at. So I feel like the biggest thing now with me is just keeping a relationship with everybody.
Do you so tell us about just some of your goals going forward as we get into your senior year in the fall. Douglas County is ranked in the top 5, I think, in Georgia, 6A, which is, as we were talking about, a very competitive league, man.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, you got studs everywhere. Shout out to your teammate, Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Definitely. He's also going to Texas A&M, defensive end, edge, pass rusher. Phenomenal young man and athlete.
My dog.
So, yeah, so y'all going from high school teammates to college teammates.
Exactly.
I actually had a teammate that I played with at North Augusta that I signed with and went to Furman. Shout out Clayton. He's doing big things in the corporate world down in Atlanta. But it's always kind of cool to have somebody that you have a familiarity with.
Definitely.
As you go on to campus. But, yeah, let's get back to these goals that you have.
So for me, like I was saying earlier, like going into college, not trying to be like underdeveloped, trying to be already at the weight I need to be at. So
how much do you weigh now?
I'm 185 right now.
185, and you are how tall?
I'm 6'3".
6'3", 185. So what's a good playing weight for you?
For me, I really don't want to play at like a bigger size. Like, I'm fine where I'm at right now, but I think for A&M they want me at like 190, 195ish. Probably not even that heavy. Probably just 190.
Yeah.
Which that's not bad because
You gonna put that on.
Exactly. I'm
telling you.
naturally just gonna come.
Yeah,
So
just as you develop.
exactly. So I think that's the biggest thing, and then speed. That's like my big thing because you always got to be fast. Like,
Always got to, because you're gonna be going up against those SEC
exactly.
cornerbacks, and they're gonna be pressing.
220 running 4 threes and stuff like.
Yeah, that's why
like
they
that.
want that weight on you, so you don't
Exactly.
get jammed on the line of
Facts.
scrimmage.
Or even just hit. Like them just hurt after a while.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah. Now you play some defense in high school. Is that gonna continue? And what position do you play on defense?
I play safety, so continuing. I mean, if they need it, I mean, I'm willing to do it. Like, of course, like anything that I need to do, I'm willing to do it. Cause biggest thing in the league, they say as a rookie, is special teams. Like you gotta get in there. And with me, like I play all the special teams on our team. Like sometimes I do kick return, sometimes I do kickoff. I'm on hands team. I'm a gunner for punt. So yeah, like that's some of the biggest thing they say is big in the league.
Yeah. So, we had the opportunity to play in the same 7-on-7 tournament that your team was playing in Atlanta. I think that was back in March. We were playing.
It was with the City Reapers. It was a tournament in Atlanta.
DR7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to just give just a quick story. So, as some of you may know, I'm a youth football coach, and I coach 7-on-7. My son is 10, so I coach his age group, 10U, no-fly zone. And we were playing in a tournament, and Aaron's team, City Reapers, which is a really hard team to make, based out of Atlanta, but y'all got players from all over. They were at the tournament as well, and so the young boys play earlier, and then you all play in the afternoon. So I came back to watch you play, right? So we're on the sideline, BK's on the sideline, and like, these boys who are some of the boys that I coach and that age group are just all over you, man. Like, I think somebody asked for like a sock.
Yeah, something
like
crazy.
That, man. So tell me kind of, how does that feel to be admired like that by these kids who, you might have looked up to Odell,
Exactly.
right?
Hmm.
Like these kids are looking at you, wanting to be like you. Like, how do you balance that?
I feel like it feels good because in my head, like my message to the kids will always just be, you see where I'm at right now. I'm still trying to get even higher. So with y'all, it's like, okay, y'all see where I'm at right now. I want y'all to be where I'm at, but I want y'all to even strive for higher. And so just keep working and everything. But for me, it's like it's I love it. Like it's not like a bad thing. It's not like it's like a distraction in a bad way. Like I know a lot
Yeah,
of people would do that and be like, oh, I'm this person. Like they want to be over here. Like me and bro, like you want a picture? Come on, bro. Let's all get in one. Like
yeah,
I'm very open to everything with the little kids. So it's
yeah,
love for sure.
yeah. So I feel like you have a sense of responsibility that you know that you're in a position where you can really
Hmm.
inspire kids, and that's not like you just said. That's not always the case. So
Definitely.
I just want to commend you for that because I was seeing it from a distance. Like, man, like let this man play. Let him walk off the field. My son included. He's always trying to get a
Little
picture. Don't matter if he has
BK.
50, he wants 51. But I believe that that's how kids are able to be inspired and to
Definitely.
dream because in a year and a half they're going to see you on a SEC
Mm.
football field playing on national TV. I mean, like
Exactly.
that's happening, right? And so they can say, he knows me.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me a high five. And those are the kind of things that in the justice system, I see kids who are not inspired,
Hmm.
who have gotten in trouble. And so I just wish we had more young men who would take time to spend with the kids. So that's my salute to you, man,
Thank you.
because that's amazing. So is there any part of you that kind of like sees yourself in those young boys when they're out there trying to trying
Yeah.
to catch the game winning catch and stuff like that?
Definitely, because I remember when I'm older, like I'm playing 6U and like the boys on 12U, I'm thinking like they they like that because it's like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah.
I'm looking up to you. You the best player on the team. So even like just me being like 6 years old and going like look at the 12U team, I'm trying to like get a picture, trying to be around them,
Sure.
like just to get the mindset. So like yeah, I feel like
It's just
it's
yeah.
just yeah,
You never forgot that.
exactly,
Yeah.
definitely.
So who do you model your game after?
Oof. So I feel like a lot of people say I kind of play like Justin Jefferson in a way.
That's kind of what I see.
Yeah, a lot of people say it, but I feel like model my game after like I watch a lot of film on like D Hop, Calvin Ridley, and Justin Jefferson. I feel like
DeAndre
those
Hopkins,
three,
Calvin Ridley, and who was it?
Justin Jefferson,
Okay, yeah.
exactly. I
Yeah.
feel like them three, or in Jamar Chase. So I feel
Yeah.
like them four actually is
Those some
like,
good ones. Marty game out there, man. And Aaron is so modest. Let me just tell you, he got invited to the Flight Academy,
yeah, the flight
what,
school.
which is it founded and sponsored by Justin
It
Jefferson?
is. So it's yeah,
Tell
it is.
what's that or what is that camp about? I don't think you were able to
I
attend,
wasn't.
right?
Yeah.
Because you were at the official visit. But
Hmm.
give the audience just an idea of like how do you get invited to something like that
So those camps, like I think he takes the top 10 receivers or something like that,
in the
and
country?
yeah,
Yeah.
and he invites them out for just a little camp and just to be around him and learn, pick his mind. And you do like a day on the field, you do a day in the classroom, like it's kind
Uh,
of balanced. So
yeah.
like those are like that's really what it's about.
Okay. And so, unfortunately, you're not able to attend, but it's just an honor to be able to be in a group like that, right?
Definitely is,
Yeah.
definitely is.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about when you get to A&M.
Mm.
Um, do you have your own goals that you're trying to accomplish?
Definitely. For me, it would be, of course, play that first year. I want to be all freshman receiver, all American freshman receiver. So, them two right there is just like, I think they're going to piggyback off each other because with me, I feel like once I get in that mode, it's like, bro, you're not going to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get my opportunity, I'm going to take it and run with it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What are some things, or what's one thing that people might not know about you that that you want them to know about you?
My favorite game would be Rainbow Six Siege. Like on the video game, I'll play
Okay.
that all the time. Like
All
a lot
right.
of people don't know that, but I'll play that game
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. How do you strike balance between all the hard work and the training
Mhm.
and just kind of getting away from it? Because I know, I played at Furman and I played DB, and I know that at a certain level, the game is no longer, I'm not gonna say fun, but it's
More of a business.
It's business.
Mhm.
It's business. Like if they tell you to be up on the field by 5:45, well, guess what? You're
You
gonna
gotta
do that.
exactly.
It's not optional. So like, how do you keep yourself balanced so that you don't get burned out?
Yeah, I feel like with me, it's like it's not hard because it's like training. Like I train almost every day. Like, but for me, it's like I want to. So I feel like for me, it's not hard. And then like with my parents, like if I ever want to go somewhere, like they're not really like hard on me about going nowhere. Like sometimes, of course, they're gonna say no, but like they're not really like, no, you need to go train because I take care of it. Like
Yeah.
I tell like my dad, Brandon, like tell him yesterday actually. I don't think he knew I was going to train until the day. I was like, bro, I'm finna go train at the gym. He's like, okay, but it's not like they're setting my schedule because they know I'm gonna do it. Like it's one of the biggest things. And then, yeah, I say that's probably like the biggest thing. And then like, of course, with the game, like I'm getting home, I'm probably taking a shower or
You
get
get
on
on
the
what,
game.
the
The
PS5?
PS5 exactly.
Okay.
On PlayStation.
You pretty
Fine.
good?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm either doing that, and I'm not the type of person that wants to go to parties. I don't really go out. Like I'm not like I don't.
That's not your thing?
Exactly. I went to one party and that was a homecoming party, and that's just cause like it's homecoming.
Yeah.
Like that's just something you kind of sometimes just gotta do. But even when I got there, I was probably there for like an hour, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going. Like,
Because like that's what I was gonna ask you. Like I know you got a lot of people trying to be in your ear, a lot of people trying to be in your DM. How do you stay focused when you have like such a platform? I mean, how many like followers do you have? Like you got like a ton.
Yeah, I think I just hit like 93K the other day.
93,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're 17.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so like, how do you make the choices to kind of, for lack of a better term, stay out of the way and not put yourself in positions where, trouble comes?
To be honest, it's like I feel like with me, it's like I don't really know because it's like I don't attract it. Like it's like I don't
like that.
attract. I don't attract like the parties, the bad stuff, the drugs, everything that some kids may go through. Like I don't attract it. Like I be in the house on the phone sometimes, just chilling, like or
just chilling.
if I'm going to hang out, go hang out and come home. And even if I'm hanging out, it's not with like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Tell me the role that that faith has played in your life, because I know you have a strong faith and a belief in God, and just tell me about that.
I wouldn't be here without God. Like He done created a pathway for me that I see, and it's hard. He's making it hard for me to even like veer away from it. Like, and I feel like that's that's one of the biggest things. Is like this is why football is so like big for me, because it's like if God didn't want you to like want me to do it, He wouldn't make it like to where
these opportunities
these opportunities come pop in every day and every night.
You're born to be a wide receiver. Right?
Something like
you know
that.
Right? You were born to be a wide receiver.
So God has definitely played a big part for sure.
Yeah.
And then like even going to Augusta Christian at an early, like me like being there, one of the biggest things I loved was it's not the way they are. Of course it's a Christian school, but the faith there, it's not forced on you. Like it's like more like you learn how to just want to be around God. Like I don't know how to make that like sound right, but it's like it's not like a you better do this because God no, like
they foster
of course
a relationship.
Exactly, of course. But
God.
the relationship that they build is more it's more like because you want to find God. So I feel like that was definitely a big part of it.
And that's always stuck with you, right?
Of course.
Now you are a businessman. For all of us watching, Um, we have the
Agua Plus, yeah,
Aqua Plus Water. That's one of your sponsors.
it is.
So I think last year, was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year, the state of Georgia approved
Yeah,
high school football or
NIL
high
deals.
school athletes being able to get endorsement deals based off their name, image, likeness. NIL is what we always refer to it as. So tell us some of your, or yeah, some of your sponsors that you
So
have.
right now I have, of course, Agua Plus, your natural alkaline water, and they some of the best water out for sure.
It tastes pretty good.
It
Yeah,
is.
I can't even lie, man. It tastes pretty good. So
Definitely
check it
is.
out.
And then of course I have Phenom. Phenom does a lot. Nate does a
Tell us
lot.
about Phenom. What is Phenom?
So Phenom is a clothing apparel brand, and he does a lot of stuff with football and other sports too. So with me, of course, I'm football. So we have a lot of cleats, socks, different workout apparel. So he does a lot of things like that, and he gets me like to wherever I want. Like he's like
Yeah, he's shown a lot of love, man.
definitely has. He definitely has.
Okay.
And then I have a trading card deal. Of course, that's everybody knows that is just cards, just sign everything.
What company are your trading cards with? Is it Leaf?
Yeah, I think it is. Yes, it is. Leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Leaf. Aaron's been gracious enough and his family to allow me to look at his contracts, make sure everything is cool and that he's protected. So I've gotten a firsthand look at just how marketable you are at such a young age, man. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I know that there are a lot of deals that you have and that are going to actually be on the horizon. We might have one that we are not going to talk about just yet, but it's
Yeah.
you'll hear about that soon. So, essentially, athletics and football and your talent have, I'm not going to say force, but allowed you to kind of grow up faster maybe and
Definitely.
have responsibility. Do you feel like that was hard and that you kind of missed out on maybe some of the silly things that you could have been doing as a teenage boy?
I wouldn't say I missed out on anything, but like a lot of my part from growing up was more like since I was Aaron Gregory, like who I am, like a lot of the stuff was like I'm already with like a lot of the older guys. Like I said, when I came into Douglasville, like I was already with a lot of the seniors. So they treating me like a little brother. So they guided me through the ways of, bro, don't do this, don't do that, what you should do, what you not. And then of course when I go to college visits, like even at A&M, like KC, man, that's like a brother. That already
Shout out to KC.
Definitely, man. He be treating me like I'm literally his brother. So him teaching me ways and what to do and what not to do. It's like I'm already like
Kevin
mentally
Concepcion,
there.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm already mentally there. So growing up for me wasn't hard. Like mature. I feel like I matured at a young age. And of course, like 17, of course I'm gonna want to do like different things and stuff. But sometimes it's just like, okay, I can't do that. I got other stuff I got bigger things to do. Like that's more important.
So I got just a few more questions for you, all right? What are some of your goals beyond football?
So, like I said, of course, I think I would definitely want my master's degree for sure. But I got to figure out if I want to do the law side or the exercise science or just whatever. And then I want to be able to make the money that like football provides for me outside of that, like outside of football with like whatever I do. That way I can provide for my family, like my two sisters. Like my older sister now, she be like, I want this. I was like, all right, I got you. Like I love her to death. But yeah. So and then of course Savannah, like when she get older, she gonna be
fine.
She gonna be fine, but she gonna be spoiled just because of the stuff I'm gonna do for her, like by myself. So
yeah,
definitely.
That's awesome, man. You taking care of the women in your life. I know mom included as well. So that says a lot about your priorities. It wasn't just let me go out and get a Lamborghini. Which hey, you get one, let me know. Let me get in, okay? But definitely you're taking care of the people who have taken care of you.
Definitely.
What can football fans expect when they see you on the football field? And this is an opportunity kind of for them to for you to tell them kind of what's your inspiration and get a peek behind the jersey number 4. Right?
Exactly. Like on the field, I definitely am a different person, but not in a bad way. Like I get that mindset. I'm gonna kill. Like not a mindset. It's like talkative type. Like it's how some people are. Like of course, sometimes they get that way because it's football. Like
Yeah,
the
and
DB
sometimes
talking.
the DBs be
Exactly.
like, I mean, I'm a DB. Sometimes we try to get under your skin a little bit,
A little bit,
rough you up a little
exactly.
bit. Yeah,
Fact. So it get like that sometimes, but with me, it's just I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to go be great. So I feel like that's like the biggest thing with me on the football field. Then off the football field, like I said earlier, bro, you can come up to me and have a conversation. I might not even know you, but if you cool, I'm gonna be cool. Like I'm not one of those guys that's like, bro, get up my face. I don't want to talk. Like
yeah,
even when I'm feeling like I don't want to talk to nobody, I'm not gonna be rude or disrespectful towards you. Like first impression is always like the best impression. So it's like if I'm just meeting you and I may be having a terrible day, you might just come and like have a conversation with me. I'm like, dang, bro, he actually like cheer my day up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if that makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. And so Aggie Nation can expect a young man who is going to play through the whistle.
Definitely.
That's going to catch those contested balls.
Of course.
That's going to block as well.
Of course. You can't get the ball if you don't block.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing Coach Hill say
Exactly.
right now. That's actually my receiver coach at Douglas County. So one of his main monos is if you don't block, you don't get the rock. So yeah.
Exactly. And so they can expect someone who fits right in with the 12th man, never giving up, and being someone that we all can be proud of. So how can people find you and support you? And if you want to give any shout outs, go ahead.
Shout out mom, dad, of course. You can find me on Instagram, Aaron Gregory _07 or 07. Twitter is the same thing. And then TikTok is, you can just look up my name. It'll be up there. Just be Aaron Gregory. So yeah.
Actually, really, guys, you could just Google his name and you'll see a lot. He's such a humble young man, and I'm glad to see just a glimpse of his journey from 9th grade until now. And I'm proud to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I expect big things from you. You have an incredible gift, but what I'm most proud of is the fact that you have not just taken it and not tried to develop it.
Definitely.
And so when you develop your gift, God gives you more. That's just how it works. And he's multiplied it, and he's going to continue to do that. So keep on smiling, and keep on believing in yourself, man. And,
thank you.
And we'll be watching, we'll be cheering, and we can't wait for the great things ahead for you, okay?
Of course. Thank you so much.
Right, thanks. We talk a lot on this show about raising young kings, about what it means to grow up with purpose, to carry your name with pride, and to walk into rooms knowing who you are. Aaron Gregory is living proof of that. He's the kind of young man we need to lift up, not just because he's a top wide receiver in the country, but because of how he carries himself when no one's watching. In a world that tries to define our boys by their mistakes or statistics, Aaron reminds us what it looks like to be centered, focused, and full of life. Soon you'll see him on your TV sets, rocking an SEC jersey, God willing, even walking across that NFL stage on draft night one day. But more importantly, he's already showing the kids across this country that you can be great and grounded, talented and humble. This is what a young king looks like, and we're proud to know him, proud to support him, and proud to say the name Aaron Gregory. And to all the little ones out there dreaming of big things, keep going. Don't give up. Your moment is coming. As always, don't get bogged down by the past. That chapter has been written. Don't carry anxiety about the future, because that's in the hands of our loving and knowing God. The present is where the magic happens. The present is where we belong. Until next time, salute.